What's up everyone and welcome to a new video series of mine, the best overdrive for amplifier. Now, a very common question that I'm getting throughout my YouTube channel is that people are asking me what overdrive to get to accompany their tube amplifier. It's a very common question. There's a lot of people out there with a great sounding tube amplifier, but they just need the extra oomph, you know, the metal oomph going. And they reach out to me and ask, what overdrive should I get for this amplifier? Etc, etc. So I figured I would make a video series where I take one amplifier and then a whole bunch of overdrive pedals and just go through them all and just, you know, basically try them out, see what suits the amplifier the best. And the absolute first amplifier I'm gonna try out is my Mesa Boogie Roadster or Rectifier. It's a dual rectifier basically. The rectifier is one of those amplifiers that a lot of people own. They've been out for a good while. A lot of people are boosting them to make them really chug. And it's just a classic amplifier, and I thought we would start with doing that video today. So I have my Mesa Boogie Roadster over there, as you can see. It's hooked up. I'm using this Englund cabinet right here with an SM57 and the Neumann TLM102. And in front of me I have 8 overdrive pedals of different brands and different types. I'm using a looper right here that will play a riff, and I'm gonna switch on and off different overdrives, and you know, I'll let you know which one I like the best, but at the end of the day, it's more about what you like, so maybe you'll find something else that that's not my favorite, that might be your favorite, okay? So I'm turning on the looper, let's go. This is the sound of the Roadster without any type of boost engaged. Okay. Let's just start. Right here, I have the Fortin 33 pedal, which is Fredrik Torendal of Meshuggah's lovely, lovely overdrive, or a clean boost, I would say, or clean filter boost. And we're gonna try it out. It's basically one knob, very simple, and it sounds like this. It has a very high focused boost to it, which has, you know, a lot of treble, and it's actually somewhat mimicking this pedal that we have right here, which is a TC Electronic booster line driver distortion. Now this right here is a classic. They're not really that common anymore, but you know, basically Scott Ian was boosting his amplifiers using a line driver like this, and it's what Meshuggah also used a lot. And this is basically like this, but in a modern form. So let's try out both of them and see if they're close to each other. Let's go. So yeah, this one is a little bit tamed, and this probably has a lot more output to push the amplifier. Since this has the different knobs with bass, treble, and volume, you have obviously a lot more options with this one than with this one. This is more set and forget kind of thing. Sometimes this might be a little bit too much, the 33. This is a little bit more, you know, you can tweak it around a little bit. Okay, next, precision drive. So what I like about the Precision Drive is, one, it has a built-in noise gate, which is nice. It's nice to have a noise gate in front of the amplifier just to cut off that excess noise from your guitar. But you also have different types of attack. So it works really well as an overdrive just to push, you know, the distortion of the rectifier. But with the attack knob, you can basically set how we respond. So over here it's a little bit more tamed, a little bit more controlled, and over here it's just balls out everything. Listen. This is a really nice overdrive right there. I can highly recommend this one. Next up we have my favorite right now boost, or classic boost, the TS9 Tube Screamer. Check this out. It really chunks up the rectifier in a way that, you know, that what it sounded like in the 90s. You know, it's really thick, really saturated. It's just a classic, man, the TS9. I love this pedal a lot. I've been using this on a fair bit of recordings, and it's definitely one of my favorite boosts out there. Next up we have another classic, the Ibanez Tube Screamer TS808. Now this is the reissued version, so this is not one of the old ones, even though it looks like an old classic one. The TS808 is the classic Andy Sneap rectifier, you know, kind of like Testament, 90s Testament sound, or, you know, Nevermore. It's really classic. Check out the difference between the TS808 and the TS9. They sound very similar, but I believe the TS9 is slightly calmer, and I think I prefer this one a little bit more. Another contender to this is the Marshall Guvnor. It's just one of those old 90s classics, you know? Even though, not sure when this is from, like 70s or 80s, but it's the pedal that made the Carcass Heartwork sound right there. So we're gonna try that out. So if you want a really stanky shoving mid-end, you can turn up the mid. Next up we have the Boss SuperDrive. Sounds like this. Nothing special really, it's an old design. This is the Wasserkraft one, so it's a newly built one, but it's basically the same components as back in the day. Just like Boss Out works, really simple. And last but not least, we have one of my favorite new pedals, DAE Duality DX. It's basically a boost or overdrive 2-in-1. You have more of a classic overdrive up here with gain, EQ, and volume, and then you have bass, treble, volume as another channel. So if you'd like two different overdrive type and characters in one, this is a really good pedal. All right, let's try it out. So the blue channel of the Duality DX reminds me a lot of the line driver TC Electronics. It definitely has the same type of, you know, high edge. This pedal also has a noise gate right here. That's the only pedal I'm not able to use a battery with though. It doesn't have a compartment for battery, so this one runs on a 9-volt adapter right here. So there you go. That's my little overdrive test for you right there. Which one was your favorite? Write in the comment section, maybe. You know, I'm a big fan of the 90s dual rectifier sound. And with something like the Fortin 33, this is the pedal I would pick if I would pick the most modern sounding overdrive for the rectifier. But I must say, this DX Duality, I think these two right here are probably the best ones for the ultra modern sound. If you want the absolute best classic 90s dual rectifier tone, my choice would be the TS9 Tube Screamer. But if you want this type of tone, but just a little extra options, I would go with the Precision Drive. So I think if you want the absolute most modern sounding ones, you should go with these two. If you want the classic, I think either of these two. If you want something in between, I think the Horizon Devices Precision Drive is really fucking kick-ass. Why I'm not recommending these two is because one, they're really hard to come by, while the other ones here, you can get them. So there you go, man. That's my little best overdrive video for rectifier. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Put a thumbs up maybe. Also, give me recommendations of what amplifier I should do next. And if you need me to put in another type of overdrive in here, just let me know if you have any suggestions. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.
PMS.